speaking of podcast mode, I actually do have a topic that's genuinely interesting for me.
Is it about
We're
sicko
talking
mode?
about it's about being sick. We're talking about how like BlizzCon shut down with COVID and stuff like that. Tangentially related, Georgia man used $57,000 of COVID relief money to buy Pokemon cards. Did we talk about this last time?
We didn't. No, I was actually really excited to talk about this, and we never actually did. So, do you know? You're the Pokemon guy. Do you know what card he got?
So here's the thing, and why I've seen so many articles say Pokemon cards, Pokemon card. So I don't know if it's one card or multiple cards, because multiple cards would make sense, but 57K is such a weird range that there wouldn't really be like one card that would cost that. Maybe like a PSA 9 First Ed Charizard, but that just seems like a very weird thing to spend your money on, unless it's just someone who doesn't really know anything about the hobby and buys it. Because like a PSA 10 is going to cost like hundreds of thousands.
It was $57,000. 57,789. It was not just 57.
Unless he used some of his own money on top of that to buy something, like that's such a weird amount. Like there's really nothing in the hobby that I can think of that is like that exact price.
I'm seeing a lot more I'm seeing a lot more stuff regarding one Pokemon card than like multiple Pokemon cards. I also see a criminal statute.
Ooh,
I'm reading it. Background: the Coronavirus Relief and Economic Security Act. All right, this is boring lawyer shit.
Yeah, this is terrible. I mean, I guess it's less about like what he spent it on, and it's like the false pretenses in which he used to obtain the money, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty cool if we knew what card it was, because like, what if it was what if he got a great deal? What if it was actually a really good deal?
But it's like that's not like a thing. Like it's like,
what if it was
people
just
know
an absolute steal? Like, what if it was like
here's
grade
the
10
thing.
first ever
That
Charizard
doesn't
printed?
exist. Like anybody that owns that kind of stuff knows what it's worth, and they're not giving any type of steal. Like that's not like something that like, oh, I pulled it from a pack. This is what I have. It is like the
What
only
if he
people
found
that
it
own
at a garage sale, like a PSA grade
it doesn't
10
exist.
in like a bin with the other cards?
It doesn't exist. Like all the PSA 10s and stuff like that are completely tracked. We know by the numbers when they were sold, who owns them, like all that kind of stuff. There's population reports that say like all that kind of stuff that's in the hyper expensive field of Pokemon. It's not something you just find in the wild. It just doesn't exist like that. It's all in,
it's like
collections.
grandma's giving away her grandson's collection that he left at the house, and they're just.
But a grandson wouldn't have it.
A PSA graded 10. He sent it in. He spent the hundreds. He got it back, and then he's like, "Hey, grandma, you could sell this."
It's
in a bin.
Like I said, it's because all that stuff is like we know the population reports, and there's like we can like actually track where every single one is.
I bet it's like an
who
ET
owns it.
situation. Like I guarantee that there's like 85,000 Charizards buried in a desert somewhere.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be PSA 10. Like
they're buried in a nuclear safe vault. Okay,
because like we know there's like 340 PSA 10s, and like we can track like 338 of them. So there's not gonna be like a vault full of like PSA 10 Charizards somewhere, because they actually track the number that have ever been given out.
Nintendo, they made a bunch and didn't tell anyone. That's just obviously what happened.
You don't even know what how any of this works, do you?
No, I know what the grading process is, but like, what if PSA just graded some without telling anyone?
Then that would get rid of all like credibility and all
whatsoever.
Fine.
It's just like they're doing
Fuck
whatever,
it, bro.
Yeah, they're just like, I'll grade this Charizard, give it a 10 for no reason, but I won't tell anyone about it. I'll just keep this in the vault.